Okay, so I have drawn into... The Ice Hand is fine. The Codorus is pretty useless. I don't have any Yumis on my field, otherwise that'd be fine. The Compulsory Activation Device is okay. Again, Jelly Cannons, double of those might be a bit excessive. My opponent having Floowandereeze is a nightmare. Because there's typically nothing I can do against these decks. This one is very advanced, it can recover well, it can tribute over your monsters, they can flip your monsters face down with one of their boss monsters, they can half your monsters' attack points with this boss monster that's on the field. They have all sorts of access to so many different effects. I mean, see, as you can see, you can banish one card from your hand. That opponent's monster's current attack and defense become halved until the end of this turn. They're also able to go into all these other ridiculous plays. You've got this stops Barrier Statue of the Storms, then prevents you from special summoning anything other than wind attribute monsters. Since I'm running a water attribute deck, that is quite devastating. Only thing I can do, I'm going to go straight into Ice Hand. I'm going to get rid of that statue. Actually, I can't even get rid of the statue. This stupid thing will lose its effect. Yeah, it's a quick effect, so I'm stuck. I basically have to set everything. Yeah, that's fine, it is what it is. Right, and this is one of their trap cards, this just lets them instantly normal summon a lower 4 or lower winged beast monster. They also have access to some other winged beast monsters, so Riser is one of them, the Mega Monarch, there we go, that's the card they searched for. They also have another one which is the Mist Valley Bird, which when they tribute over that card, it can return itself to the hand and negate the card you just activated. This is a pain, Riser the Mega Monarch. So they've now searched out for another monsters, it's just constant recovery. Right, okay, so I'll continue my main phase. Problem with them doing this is I've just lost so much advantage. You think they've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards on them now, and then they draw into a 10th. I have 5 cards, I've got half their cards. And of course they had to draw into that card there, didn't they? Right, so this time I am going to just use this card because frankly I don't know what they've got face down, but at least I would have done something towards them. I could have gone with Compulsory Activation Device. Yeah, I'll probably do that as well. Just get rid. Which of the cards do I want to get rid of? I'll probably go with this. Because that way they're going to have to tribute over some of the other monsters. For as much as the loss of losing 2 additional cards, at least I've done something to their deck. Yep, and here we go, we lose every card we've got. And here we have the Robin. That'll search out for the Eaglin. And that then searches out for that other card which I mentioned about, the Mist Valley. And of course, because the nature of their deck, they get to recover everything that they've just used as part of the tributes, which I think is just completely unfair of any style of deck to be able to do that. And they search into their field spell. And I lose my Jelly Cannon because that gets banished thanks to this card's effect. They now have a total of 11 cards, 12 cards of advantage. So they tribute over the couple of monsters and they just bring out this one. The Mist Valley Apex Avian. Yeah, and its effect is once per chain. When a card or effect is activated as a quick effect, target one Mist Valley card you control, return that target to the hand, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy it. Fantastic. My opponent took 0 points in damage. That is how you can tell how powerful a deck is. Typically, even if I don't do that much damage, I will have done something to my opponent. Having a perfect score is just shameful. Oh well, moving on. Let's see how we fare with the next one. This is another Japanese player. I'll go second. The hand is not great. I mean, this isn't going to do me anything. I could bring this card out by its effect, but it's much easier just to use the Legendary Ocean and maybe save this effect for later. Okay, so my opponent is running a Relinquished deck. Yeah, this is definitely Relinquished. Luckily, I think I've got the out. So I have both of the Legendary Fishermen, but it's the second one that prevents it from being affected by monster effects. That I'm not too happy about. I don't like Witchcrafter. I hate Witchcrafters. I hate that card. I hate that deck. Why on earth did you use Max C? I didn't special summon. I'm not special summoning, I'm normal summoning. Okay, let's make this nice and simple. First things first, Legendary Fisherman 2. And I'll go straight into battle phase. And we'll get rid of the anima. Go to main phase 2. I'm going to set the Dust Tornado. And I will set the compulsory evacuation device. Right, I really don't want these cards to be working together. I don't want any interactions, please. No, thank you. I'll use the Dust Tornado to get rid of this card. Hopefully that will at least partially stop them. Oh no. They have to run this card as well, do they? I hate adventures. This archetype gets run to death, honestly. Be more imaginative, splash other things, use something different. Stop boring me to tears. At least I try and use something different. You know, the number cards, they themselves are a bit different. I know you have your classic ones that are splashed in certain decks, but for example, you've got ones for number 100. The Numon Dragon gets splashed into Blue Eyes decks. So does Hope Harbinger. But for the most part, the other numbers kind of get ignored. So they start off with a token. They'll be searching out for their Griffin Rider. Okay, so they go with the Dracoback. I am going to have to do something about this. Get rid of... I need to get rid of that token. That token needs to go. That token needs to go. So the Griffin Rider is now in defense position, that's fine. What's that do? Witchcrafter creation. Okay, so you add a Witchcrafter monster from a deck to hand. That's okay, that's fine. You contribute this card, then discard the spells. Special summon one Witchcrafter monster from your deck, except itself. What in the name are you trying to... Oh no. I hate that card. I hate that card. I hate that card. I hate Verde Anaconda. Because you know what's happening now. Here we go. Here's another DPE. Please, please, please can I draw into the necessary out? Please can I get what I need? Please can I get the rank up magic, the 7th one? So if I get that, I'm good. If I don't, I lose. Okay, so my opponent has... Oh, they took out the card that I needed. I needed that card. I have a choice. I can either go for the Citadel Well or I can go for this. I think this is the better play. If I can use Lantern Shark's effect, I'm good. Right, I've got a choice here. I can go for Buzzsaw Shark or I can go for Lantern Shark. Lantern Shark, I think, is the easiest way of me... Well, I can actually at least go into something. I could go into the Legendary Fisherman from this. Yeah, I need to go into this. Come on, if you're going to do something, do it now. There we go. That's it. Then I can just summon this card in a tap position.
But you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5.
What? What? Okay, my opponent doesn't know what I was doing, but I think they kind of worked out at the end that I was going to win. I'm still not sure whether they actually just pitied me or whether they just actually didn't know the interaction with their cards. I'm hoping this one we can get a decent starting hand. Judging from this, maybe not. No, this is not a good starting hand. I mean, the reason I have this card, the Aurora Wing, is just because when it's destroyed, you can then special summon it back in attack position. And then from there, I can use it as part of a tribute. Okay, so is this a deck out deck? Yeah, it must be, because I can't do anything with 1 Day of Peace out. You know, my opponent does not take any life point damage. I'll just start with this card. I will set a card face down and end my turn there. I can only think this has to be a deck out deck. Anything that has Gravekeeper's Servant. So my opponent has a card face down. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to go straight into Lantern Shark. I do not trust what my opponent's playing. Right, what am I going to do? I'll go straight into this. I'm going to go straight into this one. Right. No, there's nothing else I'm going to do. I'll just go straight into battle. And I lose cards in the process. What was that? Gemini Lancer. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Yeah. They're playing a Ghost Tricks. Yeah, so they're gonna try and deck me out here. There's two ways you can kind of play this. You can play it very kind of passively and hope you can get the win, or you can play extremely aggressively and hope you can respond effectively. Right, my opponent's got the Destiny board, so okay, right, they're going for Destiny board here. Lava Golem, that's gonna burn me for life point damage. You know what, that's fine, let's say that's okay, because I can actually use that Lava Golem. I'm not really interested in taking more life point damage. I know it's got 3,000 attack points and I can use it against my opponent, but I just want it gone. So I'll summon this, go straight into the battle phase. Hopefully my opponent's not going to be able to do anything. Next card I lose, what am I losing? That's Ice Knight. Not ideal. That's one of the cards I really like in the deck. The ability to double summon in any given turn. And what are you? Okay, Silent Angler. Still not happy about that. That would have been a nice special summon, but you know, we need to hard press the opponent here. So the opponent is ending their turn, that's fine. Really what I'm going to do here. Shoptopus. This, ironically, is actually one of the first times I think I've ever summoned it. If I can play this correctly, I've won. But that depends on if they've got the relevant card in their hand. If they have anything. What are you? Oh, Drowning Mirror. Drowning Mirror Force, that sucks. That's awful, that's bad. And I lost my Poseidon Wave. Yeah, I kind of pushed too hard on that. Oh, what's the matter? You want to use that card? Ring of Destruction says, not today. Take 1700 points of damage. Only issue with this is if I attack with another monster, most likely this Ring of Destruction becomes ineffective. If I can special summon this turn, oh no, I can't special summon. Okay, so I've actually ironically drawn back into a monster that I'd already used. Welcome back. Sea Serpent of Darkness. Let's go straight into battle. And the card I am sending is... What am I sending to the grave? What am I sending to the grave? Citadel Whale isn't a bad one, actually. If I've got two monsters out of my field that are water attribute, I can actually sacrifice those and bring that back from the graveyard to the field. My opponent either has to really stall me out or they just lose this turn. Right, so I've drawn into something which is... Normally I wouldn't complain about it, but for this style of deck, it just doesn't work out very well. I've lost a Dust Tornado. Yeah, that was not good. That was not good. Right, I'll set this. And I'm going to have to end the turn. That's a stupid Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's these Ghost Girls that they've got in defense mode that has 1800 defense. Next turn it's not going to be a problem. I mean, I can just get over the with the... yeah, there we go. That's what I can do. Because they've got no attack points, they're not going to take life point damage. Very easy for me just to use Ring of Destruction. What have you got? Lord of Heavenly. Oh no. That card I hate, but that's annoying. That annoys me. That annoys me. Right. So I have a choice here. I can go. You know what? I'm just going to go straight into this. Let's just ice this thing now. Let's burn them for damage. Enjoy your 1500 points of damage. Goodbye. There's the two ways I could really have done that. I could have done this, which is to just destroy the opponent's monster, burn them for the rest of the damage, or I could have gone into number 101, Silent on the Dark. That card has the ability to absorb by detaching the two units, the two Exceeds materials, and just absorbing the card and then attacking for game. This, I thought, was just the faster way of doing it. And this hand it's just like return cards to the hand type of effects. Like Penguin Soldier and Gale Lizard both have that effect. Neither of those is... I don't need either of those cards at the moment. Just, especially not knowing what my opponent's running. Waking the Dragon, I'm so happy to have that, but I just... It's just... I need another monster. I just need something that's maybe... Okay, my opponent just quit that. That's fine. That's okay. It's okay. Let's see. That's extra gems anyway, so rank 2, level 3. Tier 3, do I get anything for it? No, I think I'd already hit tier 3, so it is what it is. Let's see if we have got any gems for it. Right, so with this, I will have enough to get a pack of something. As desperate as that sounds. Yeah, I'll have the room to get one pack of something. The only question is, do I go for... Because I'm focusing on trying to get the various cards for Shark, I can either go for Sword of the 7th one, in which I am missing the assignment on a Dark, which is the ultra rare I have to craft, or I can go for Shark's Pride. I think ideally I'm going to have to go with Shark's Pride just because there's only really 1 or 2 other cards I need from it. Whereas with this I need, well, I'll show you how much I need. I need pretty much most of what's in this pack. As you can see, I have nothing from it. I have barely anything touched aside, so yeah, I'm gonna need to get this pack. And this is the card I really need out of it. This is the one that helps you to then get the rank up. And what are we getting in this one? It's not too bad. The Xyz Remora, the double fin shark. I think I've already got a couple of copies of Buzzsaw Shark, so maybe 1 is okay. That'll top them up. Hidden Fangs of Revenge. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. That's always a good idea. When a monster declares an attack, destroy 2 set cards you control. And if you do negate that attack, then if any monster cards were destroyed by this effect and sent to the graveyard, choose one and destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible with attack less than or equal to that monster's defense. Then it becomes the end phase. That is very specific. I mean, it could be good, but yeah, jury's out on that one, I think. Let's see where we are on the featured cards. The problem is this also needs quite a lot of cards for crafting, and they're very high rarity on some of the better ones. Whereas some of the generic ones I pretty much have a grasp on. It's fine. Let's see where we get. We'll just skip that, and we have not too bad here. This is useless, that's okay as equip. This is brilliant, Ordeal of the Traveller. Not too specific, that's okay. Mirror Mail I enjoy. I don't think that's too good. Cure Mermaid's just life point gain. Nothing else in here is that great. This has decent attack points. Indomitable Fighter Lele, 2300 attack for a level 4 monster is great. And it just has the ability when it's attacked, then has to stay in defense position until your next turn. It can only adjust its position if you use a card effect on it. And we'll see what the other 6 cards bring. And in this one, okay, so this Damage condenser's not bad. Depends on when you get it. 85 is good. Twin-headed behemoth wolf is not great. I'm not too sure of the part Naga. I don't think it's that effective. Ominous fortune telling if you were running a burn strategy, maybe. This is okay in light swarms for deck outs. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't think anything is overly that impressive. So in this one, my opponent, if they lose this, they will lose their ranking. Right, I've drawn into the Buzzsaw Shark. That's not too bad. Only thing I need to remember is to... Oh, great. Seriously? I need to make sure to use this first, this effect, rather than use the Legendary Ocean. I don't need it leveling down. Okay, so you got the token. You got that, so you're searching for your Griffin Rider. Your Griffin Rider gets special summoned in defense position. Right, so they have this card. Oh, I hate the Dragoback. Yeah, that's not ideal. It is what it is. Of course I have to draw into another one of those Legendary Oceans. I run 3 because typically they're very easy to destroy. Right, first thing I'm going to do is use this effect. Most likely my opponent is going to do something to stop that. But not with the cards on their field, they're using something from their hand. So that negates my Buzzsaw Shark. I'm not going to be able to use that effect until next turn. Might as well use a Legendary Ocean. Then I'm just going to set 3 cards face down and in my turn. I'm going to need to do something. I'm going to need to respond quickly. Come on. Okay, so they're using that. Fine. I'm going to get rid of it instantly. There's no point in me getting rid of the Dragoback because when there's a token on the field, it'll just re-equip. I've made that mistake before. I know that's a problem. I am surprised my opponent didn't send back the Griffin Rider. Okay, so I've lost the Jelly Cannon. But if I can get the memories of an adversary working, that's decent. I'll try using it. I know it's going to cause me 2,000 points of damage. But I suppose it's the only way of me effectively protecting myself. I either take the damage now or I take it later. Well, actually I don't, because if it gets negated, then I don't face anything. So that's a good thing. Right, so I've drawn into this. Okay, I've drawn into Ring of Destruction. So I'm going to try and fool my opponent by setting a couple of cards face down. I'm going to keep that Jelly Cannon right where it was. And see if they fall for that again. This time I am absolutely going to use the Ring of Destruction effect. That token has got to go. And thankfully, so does the Dragoback. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? They get a secondary token. Replacing one token for another. What is this? Red Rose Dragon. Okay, so they're playing a combination of the adventure archetype. And they're also playing... Okay, oh, here we go, right. Red... Okay, Yazzie? I thought they'd go into Black Rose Dragon. And they go into the Rocks Rose Dragon from here. And then add a card that mentions Black Rose Dragon, so they've searched for a spell card. What does this one do? Special summon one Rose Dragon monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. Right, that's fine. Okay, and then they're going to synchro. No, they're going to link into a Halki Fibrax. Why? Okay, so they got a Jet Synchron. They're gonna link into Auroradon. Yeah. And they get 3 tokens from this effect. This is basically the standardized plays. I know when you get into Auroradon you get the tokens, then they're going to go probably into who knows what. Alright, so they're going to sacrifice that for Olion probably. Yeah. There's the Mecha Phantom Beast Olion, which is also Tuner. They are going to sink into a Denlong. So that means they're going to be searching for their counter trap card. Actually, they're going into the Alliance effect first. And then the Denlong's effect. And I think it doesn't matter so long as I can actually trigger off the effect. Okay, so they're searching for their monster first. There's another token that's been generated. What have you sent? That is the Ashuna. The Jet Synchron is bringing itself back. Yeah, be prepared for some explosive synchro summons. Alright, so what are you going into now? Crystal Wind? Baron de Fleur. Yeah, Baron de Fleur, there's nothing I can do about that card. I've just basically lost. You're going to wipe out your Yazzie. It probably has an effect, and its effect lets them special summon a worm monster from the deck in defense position. So with this, what are you bringing out? Okay, so they're going into the Sword Soul. This one has the ability to negate, as well as search for a card. This effect, what's this doing now? Yeah, it's okay, so it's just return my Jelly Cannon to the hand. And instead of trying to destroy my monster by effect, he's just going to go in for the direct attack. I'm sure if he was more committed than that, he could have just done that in the same turn. Fortunately, I've got 2 trap cards, which are both going to get destroyed. So I'll set these 2 face down. And I will end my... Sword Soul Tire. They're syncing with everything they've got there. Is that going to bring out the level 10? No, that's the Borrowload Savage Dragon. And they've used a... Have they used a Link Monster? Yeah, they've got the Auroradon in the graveyard. And the Halqifibrax. Whichever they wanted, but they'll go for the Auroradon. Yeah, this one. And it gains, like, it boosts by these 3 counters. The Baron de Fleur ends up wiping out my Jelly Cannon. And I have lost out. You know what, I might as well use this. I know it's going to get negated, but I'm going to just change that monster's defense position. He isn't even going to use the Borrowloads effect, he's just going to use the Baron de Fleur to negate. Yep, and that goes to the graveyard. The effect's negated, and I take just over double the damage. What can you say? So far, I have not managed to get into any of the platinum ranks. I think partly that is down to the limited card selection I've got. It's also probably my deck building is not the greatest. But definitely with water archetypes, I do feel that I'm better used to them. I have a better understanding of them. Oh, you're kidding. Yep. Of course, the dreaded card starts in my hand. At least the only good thing is because this card requires a discard to banish a card. I can only use the rank up Magic the 7th one as the discard fodder. Okay, so my opponent isn't really doing anything. They set 1 card face down. Don't know whether they bricked or whether they just decided not to do anything. I will start with a legendary Ocean. Now I could go into one or of the others, so I am going to actually start off with the one that protects from monster effects. The legendary Fisherman 2. I'll go into a battle phase. Just attack directly. Main phase 2. I'll set the Poseidon Wave face down. And the Paleozoic Dynamiscus. And I'll end my turn there. That's not good. You see, if I had the other monster on the field, that would have been better. Oh, great. So they've got their... Oh, here we go. This is one good thing. I'm able to search out for it. Well, I could have, but now I can't. What is that? Ah, oh, very, 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 very good. Very good. So, remove brainwashing. I have 2 options here. I can either go for this, or I can go for this. I think, potentially, even though the other one has the risk of destroying me, I can't allow them to have a 3,300 attack monster on the field. There's no way that I can let that happen. That card is just going to have to go. I know, I'm still facing down a 3000 attack monster, but either way, even if I'd taken that off, it still wouldn't have done anything for me. I'll just take the hit. There's no point. Even though I could have negated the attack, I wouldn't have gotten any sort of benefit from it. It's better to probably try and preserve my legendary fisherman. Here we go. Here, this is the one card answer that I needed. Provided they don't have any other cards in their hand, no ash blossoms, I could be okay. Apparently not. For what? Oh yeah, the stupid level 3 restriction thing. Oh, that sucks. Right, and I forgot what that does. So yeah, you get to, oh, okay. Really? So this deck seems to be designed around getting their monsters back and then destroying me. I have no choice, I pretty much have to do that. And I'm going to have to bring out the Dynamiscus at the same time. That's basically the only way I'm going to kind of save myself. At least they take some damage because of the fact the Dynamiscus is an Aqua type monster and it was summoned in the Chain Link 2. So it had to be brought back first. So my opponent is on the end phase here. There isn't anything I can really do. I could go into the Legendary Salt Fisherman, or I could go into the... I'm going to have to just set this and pass. Okay, so they have completely destroyed me. Yeah, there's no way of me winning that. I don't think there's... I would have needed to have gotten rid of that remove brainwashing. Even if I'd done so the first time, it was just not going to work out that way. Ah. Although I did find that deck quite interesting. It wasn't one of those standardised ones, it's a rogue strategy. Lose and I'll lose a rank, yeah, there we go. That's typically what happens to me. The aim, as well as playing this style of deck, is I'm trying to get the Dragunity and the Armed Dragons up, which is those are wind attribute decks, so I'm trying to work on decks specific for each attribute. The water deck is not coming out too well at the moment. I think when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card in attack position. I think that's the best plan of attack. This turn, I'll set this card, they don't know what it is. I'll set the jelly cannon as well, just in case they have any explosive plays. Next turn I'll be bringing out the Legendary Fisherman 2. And you are, oh, Adamanticators. This is one of those decks that... This is an explosive style of deck. This is one of the ones I'm quite nervous at facing. Because they can do a lot. So you have the Kawaki Meru Supplier. That will search for a Kawaki Meru monster. I think that one is immune to... I think it negates either spells or traps. One negates spell, one negates traps. So this is a tuner, so it can go for a level 6 play if they want, and then to a level 8. And that's exactly what they seem to do. They've gone into their Raptite. And they've searched on Miracle Rapture, Magic Cylinder, Revival Golem. What are you going with? Block Dragon. Probably the card they're ending up with. No, they've gone with the Revival Golem. Yeah, and they're sinking into a level 8. Here comes the Dragite. One good thing about the Adamantipatus is you basically see the opponent's entire, deck, but downside is you see how powerful some of the cards they've got are. There isn't anything I can really do about any of those cards. So I am thinking I'm going to have to use the Gale Lizard, either use the Gale Lizard as a decoy and use its effect, or alternatively I'm going to have to try and use this Memory of an Adversary or the Jelly Cannon to stall my opponent out. That card I need to either take or destroy before my opponent can do anything with it. Any more than what they already have. Yeah, this is the one I'm fearful of. This one is monster effects, not spell or traps, it's monster effects, okay. Ah, great, it's basically returned my entire field to the hand. I don't know why they didn't put the Revival Golem in attack mode. I got 100 life points. What am I going to do? Last chance to do anything. I'll have to set this, and I'll have to set 3 cards face down. Right, with Doki Doki, this is going to be a problem. They get to basically discard a card and then bring out another monster of the same level as the card they discarded. So they've gone from a level 4 to a level 4. Of course, they have to go into Baron de Fleur. So not only do they have the ability to return all my cards, they can negate any effects, and they can destroy one of my cards. Okay, so they didn't go into everything. But even still, this isn't going to make a difference. Right, let's go with Jellycan and see what my opponent does. I know they're going to negate it, but, you know, might as well give it a shot. Let's target you, Baron de Fleur. Yeah, and that gets negated. And I'll just leave it there, to be honest. Yeah, there's no way I was beating an Adamancipator, you know, player. The Earth attribute on those cards is just nasty to deal with. It is destructive as anything. Yeah, and I've been lowered in ranking as well. Ah.